Okay, so hi, I'm Taylor Burrell, and today I'm going to do my book talk on the greedy triangle. So, for those of you who haven't heard of the greedy triangle, it's a book about a triangle who wants to pretty much change his or her life around. I'm going to call it an it because it does not ever specify gender. Anyways, this book is written by Marilyn Burns. And for those of you who don't know, Marilyn Burns has written a few other books. One of them was Spaghetti and Meatballs for All and Math for Smarty Pants, but she's mainly known for making textbooks for children in mathematics. Okay, so the general plot of the story. So pretty much this is about a triangle who is greedy and becomes dissatisfied with life. So the triangle goes to a local shapeshifter and it asks to become a square. And then it asks to become the next thing, a pentagon, and then a hexagon. And it goes on all the way up to a dodecagon. So it pretty much goes through all the different shapes up to 10 sides. And throughout those shapes, it's introducing you to the shapes, and it's also talking a little bit about how those shapes apply in our life. For instance, for a triangle, it would say something like, caught the wind for sailboats, or it supported bridges. So each shape had something that it was described in our world. Okay, so at the end of the book, the triangle ends up becoming a triangle again because it didn't like being all the other shapes and it missed itself. So I'm going to read you a few different parts of the book. So the first, one day the triangle began to feel dissatisfied. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life. So the triangle went to see the local shapeshifter. How may I help you? The shapeshifter asked the triangle. I think if I just had one more side and one more angle, said the triangle, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the shapeshifter. And as you can see over here comes a square. And the other part of the book that I chose to read to you guys was towards the end. So at the end, enough, thought the shape. I don't know which side is up. I can't keep my balance. My friends don't want me around. The shape could no longer remember why it had been so unhappy as a triangle. Very carefully, it made its way back to the shapeshifter. Aren't you happy yet? The shapeshifter asked. I want to be a triangle again, said the shape. I'm not surprised, said the shapeshifter. And poof, the shapeshifter turned the shape back into a triangle. So you can see right here. So I chose these two specifically because I think that they pretty much sum up the book pretty well. So the triangle wanted to become something else, and then it decided that it didn't want to become something else. It liked who it was before. I think that there's a lot that happens with like this book, and when asked about like a critique for the book, I really didn't have much to say that I didn't like about it. I really enjoyed the book, and I think it's really good for any grade. Uh, I think the book does a great job not only introducing all the different shapes, but also just it has a great life lesson. And the life lesson really is just like to not be so discontent with life. And if we are discontent with life, like, well, then you like rely on the Lord. And I know that in a non-Christian school you can't say that, but you can say that maybe you're looking for your purpose in life, and you're allowed to say things like that within a non-Christian school, and you can possibly talk about like how maybe they're looking in the wrong places to be happy and they should look in different places, and that they should be content with who they are. And if you're in a Christian school, you can even bring up the parable of the prodigal son. That's like how the son leaves and then comes back to his father, just kind of how the triangle left and wanted to be something different and then comes back to the shapeshifter to ask to be something else, back to its triangle that it started with. This I think is great for any age group. For elementary, it could be for high school. I specifically am high school, so I would do this in a high school math class, maybe introducing geometry and how you can use the different shapes. You can talk about how to find their angles or something like that. It talks about how it just wanted one more angle or one more side. So you can say, okay, well, okay, we're at a pentagon. Class, how many angles are in a pentagon? Okay, what is the degree of one angle of a pentagon? So for a geometry class, you could tell them to find the different degrees in each shape. So I think that this is a great introduction to geometry, and I really like the book. And I hope you liked it too. All right.